I'd never experienced a week like it, to be fair.
It was absolutely perfect. Everything we did was nailed on.
We knew that we could not lose that game.
Still lived in Leeds at the time, and every time you sort of came into the town, just a mass of colour and well wishes.
Seeing all the houses with the banners, the ribbons, the posters, you know, it was such a great build-up.
If it was an amateur game or a professional game, Challenge Cup Super League, I would be sick before a game, and I think that was me, you know, making sure that I was ready. But it was weird at Wembley. I didn't throw up before the game. I was like, wow. You know, ever since being a 4-year-old kid, when I first picked a ball up, every set of posts was Wembley. So, you know, they reckon you've got to do something for 10,000 times or 10,000 hours till you master it. Well, I believe that I'd played at Wembley 10,000 times in my head.
Genuinely stood in the tunnel and lump in my throat, and you know, Huddersfield, I stood there thinking, don't cry, you're walking out at Wembley, you're walking out in 2 minutes.
Keith Mason, the Huddersfield prop, you know, was at the side of me, and he just shouted out, all we've got to do today is look after Lee Breers and we win the game. And you know, I just turned around to him and said, it's funny you should say that because we're coming for you, Keith.
You stood in the tunnel for, you know, a good 5 or 6 minutes while they sing Abide by Me, so to hear that was very special. But you know, when you're walking out and you're looking around and we saw all them Warrington fans, there were thousands and thousands that went over.
Well, on this day, 114 years ago, the game of rugby league was born, and it will be a birthday celebrated in fine style today.
Yeah, you know, we knew if we were going to kick off to Huddersfield, what they were going to do, basically, they were going to wrap around to our right-hand side, to their left, come back with a 2-pass kick. We knew that we were going to do that, and we charged the ball down.
Oh, the kick is charged down, it's going to be picked up by Anderson, and Louis Anderson.
We prepared that well, we'd watched that much video, we knew what was coming, and you know, that just set us off on the right foot.
Flicking it away, it's Mathers, the fullback, who's in, and 2 held him off, or have they?
It wasn't the flashiest try, it wasn't like a spectacular finish, but managed to wriggle over, and it was weird because like scored and it was like within 90 seconds. Like, did that just happen? I was walking back and they went to the video ref and give the try, and and just sort of carried on from there really. It real sort of set the tone.
Yeah, we was always just that touch ahead of them. You know, they got a try disallowed, I think, as well. But you know, we was, again, the preparation, I'll keep going back to it, the preparation was key. And we was calm, and we knew that there was 17 guys there who knew what game plan we were playing. Nobody was wavering from that, and defensively we were sound as well.
Both sides have plenty to ponder after 40 unforgettable minutes. Tony
would have just been banging on about sticking to the tactics, sticking to the game plan, finishing the job off.
You know, we were in control, never felt too flustered. Just go out and sort of keep doing what we were doing in the first half. Another big sort of statement was Moz flew out the line and smoked Earl Crabtree.
Defended well, great hit.
Wembley shudders.
Absolutely smashed him. I thought, hey, we're on here.
He must have been sat on the bench itching for that, Morley.
And then it was good because Breezy got the drop goal.
Where's Lee Breers? Here he is with a drop goal. Lee Breers.
But so last 10 minutes is a luxury really, where you know we've got this, and it's like, you know, you can while you're still doing your job, you take it in a little bit more, and it wasn't a frantic finish, and really special, those sort of the closing stages of the game.
The Hoot of Wales, Mickey Hyam, soon to be a dad, is a Challenge Cup winner, and all around him the celebrations in Primrose and Blue begin.
Oh wow, you know, there's the goosebumps again, and the earth stand up. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Just delirious, really. You don't know who to grab or jump or, you know, cuddle.
I look back now and, you know, sometimes it, you know, puts the hairs on my arms, the goosebumps. I can look back and talk to my family about it. I've got 2 little girls who, you know, adore me, and, you know, and I've got my little girl with me right now, and she's got Warren top, and, you know, it still means so much.
Just walking around and seeing all the fans and going over to see your families and actually spot your family, which I did in the massive crowd and not knowing where they were sat. So it was great, and to go over with them with the trophy and let them and get, you know, the photos and stuff. It was it was pretty special.
This is going to be unbelievable. We're going to be remembered in Warrington for the rest of our lives, and they're the best fans by a country mile.
There's one thing what we did, probably doesn't get mentioned. We, after everybody had left the stadium, we went out as a team and sat in the middle of the field, just with our kit, and put a couple of crates of beer down and just had a chat and reminisced and took in everything. And I thought it was a super thing to do. And you're looking back and you can't buy stuff like that. I must say the next day is the best day. You get on a bus at 9 o'clock in the morning, you fill the bus up with, that's it, plenty of beer. But everybody's on the bus, players are on the bus, you sat over a table from your player, what you've just won. And they're the best times. The bus journey is the best time by a mile.
We knew we had the parade and we didn't really know what to expect. And that for me was as good as anything. We sort of seen all the tens of thousands of people, lining the streets and then at Golden Gates.
There was, little children running around to, old men, crying in the streets. And that's when I think it really hit home for me. Obviously being a local lad, it means so much. And to bring that success home, I think it, like I said, 34, 35 years since we last won something, it was just a special occasion for everyone.
The 2009 was probably the start of the success that we've had over the years, and Tony Smith came in and changed the way, not the way the players played and the players fought, but the whole club, the whole culture of the club.
We just built from there, and that belief just took us somewhere special. And once we got that first bit of silverware, it just gives us that thirst for more.
It is the most special period for myself and for that group. It's just on the back of that, we've got our reunion this year of 10 years. All the boys are going to get back together. I think that's probably the first time since 2009. And it's strange because once you've won something with somebody, with a group, a collective group, you're always got a common bond, something what will draw you closer. And Dave Solomona's over now from Australia. He's come working for the NRL, and we was only speaking about this. We're more than teammates. It's like a family. Sol comes back to Warrington, not been back for years, and it's like he's never left. And that's what it does see. And we're just hoping that this group of players can experience that.
It'll be it'd be a dream, and to finish, the career that I've had with, a final appearance and potentially 2 final appearances. You couldn't ask for much more. But yeah, it'll finish off what has been a very, very enjoyable time of my life, and there's no better way to finish off on that note.